Welcome back to the Infinite Library. Today we discuss an interesting story and investigation into Bigfoot. So, lock in for a wild ride. In the heart of Washington state, beneath the shadow of the legendary Mount St. Helens, a tale of terror unfolded nearly a century ago, a story that still haunts the forests of the Pacific Northwest. The year was 1924, and a group of gold prospectors found themselves face to face with an encounter that would change their lives forever. Fred Beck, Gabe Lefevre, John Peterson, Marion Smith, and Smith's young son Roy had been searching for gold in the rugged wilderness near Spirit Lake when they had a chilling encounter that would make history. They weren't just looking for gold, they were about to stumble upon something far more terrifying. Giant, ape-like creatures that seemed to defy all logic. The men described seeing four massive creatures standing an astounding 7 to 8 feet tall with thick, black hair covering their bodies. These ape-men moved with an unsettling grace, walking upright like humans. Their appearance was as terrifying as it was puzzling. The creatures had broad, muscular frames and long, pointed ears, an image that would forever be etched in their minds. Fred Beck, in a moment of fear and confusion, fired upon one of the beasts, hitting it 3 times. The creature fell from a cliff, but the damage was done. What happened next would send the men running for their lives. That night, as they huddled in their cabin, the air thick with tension, the creatures returned, seeking revenge. Massive rocks began slamming against the cabin walls, followed by the terrifying sound of something or someone slamming into the structure. The beastly creatures were relentless, trying to breach the cabin. Their strength was terrifying, and their anger even more so. The creatures finally tore through the roof, their massive forms casting shadows as they threw rocks through the hole. One of the rocks struck Beck, knocking him unconscious for nearly 2 hours. The battle raged on until the first light of dawn. As the sun rose, the creatures retreated into the dense woods, leaving behind only the damage and the terror they had caused. But the question remained. Had the men truly encountered a species of giant ape-like beings, or was there something more sinister at play? In the days that followed, U.S. Forest Service Rangers J. H. Huffman and William Welch were sent to investigate the incident. They descended into the so-called Inaccessible Canyon, where the wounded creature had supposedly fallen, but found no evidence of any monstrous beings. What they did find, however, were giant footprints that, according to the Rangers, could easily have been faked. Despite their findings, the story didn't die. The legend of the Battle of Ape Canyon spread like wildfire. Word of the attack reached the public, and the idea of giant, human-like creatures roaming the forests of Washington became a part of the region's folklore. Over the years, the story was repeated by others who claimed to have witnessed similar creatures. Creatures that some believed were Bigfoot, a cryptid that had been whispered about by Native American tribes for generations. But was this battle between men and ape-men a real encounter, or just a well-crafted tale spun by desperate prospectors? To this day, the mystery of Ape Canyon endures. Despite the official debunking by the U.S. Forest Service, people still search for evidence of these giant creatures. The footprint castings, the strange noises in the woods, and the persistent reports of Bigfoot sightings all feed into the ongoing mystery of what happened at Ape Canyon. Was it a hoax, or did something truly terrifying live in the wilderness of the Pacific Northwest? One thing is certain, the story of the Battle of Ape Canyon remains one of the most compelling chapters in Bigfoot lore. What do you think? Could there be creatures out there still waiting to be discovered? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to stay updated on our latest investigations into Bigfoot and other mysterious encounters. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring the Infinite Library.